your door. Stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, turn the meeting over to Slime now at this time. Okay.
Okay, Ms. Biggs, are we,
We're live.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen, for allowing us to have this special meeting today. This is a very important and I think a very great day for Wyoming County Schools. I'm going to defer to our team, spearheaded today by Mr. Robert Steptoe, our financial advisor from Cruz and Associates, and Mr. Tom Pearson and Zach Bumpers. All of these gentlemen are part of our legal and finance team, and they have been excellent guides for us along this process. So, Mr. Steptoe, I will defer to you.
Okay, thank you all very much. Congratulations. You all had a good day in the market today. You all received 4 bids from underwriters across the country who look at our school board general obligation bond issues very favorably for a number of reasons. And I think that fruit bear today with some very competitive interest rates that were bid. I'd like to spend the bulk of time going through mainly the winning underwriters bid here shortly, but really wanted to cover the main point of the 4 bids you all received. I don't know if, do we want to, well wait, I believe the board has hard copies of what I have, which is a hard copy of the bid results.
Yes, they do, Mr. Steptoe. Each board member has that, and we have 2 members who are participating via telephone, and we have emailed those to those 2 board members.
Okay, wonderful. Then I think then we can cover this without screen sharing. So the first page shows you the 4 bids that were received by 11:30 a.m. this morning local time. Mr. Bumpers then compiled and verified the bids. He then sent the bid results to our group to review, to be sure that we had a plan going forward to recommend to the full board. That's all been achieved over the last hour plus. And so there you have the 4 bids. The next page, if you'll flip, is just a simple bid comparison. So it shows you the next best or cover bid, which is Jeffries LLC out of New York City, then Robert W. Baird out of Milwaukee, Raymond James also out of Memphis, Tennessee, but you'll notice that Carding Company is also from Memphis, Tennessee as well. What I'd like to focus on is the 3rd page, and that is the proposal from Carding Company. If you'll see, you'll notice the maturity date, the principal amount and coupon table. Below that are the statistics of Carding Company, the apparent winning underwriter's bid. I'd like to really focus on what we really look at here, and that is the lowest true interest cost that's bid by all of the underwriters who submit bids. You'll notice that the TIC, as it's referred to below that table, which is true interest cost, this is a combination of the lowest interest rates that the school board will pay on the bonds and the highest purchase price that's bid. When you do this, oftentimes you have the ability to generate what's called premium proceeds, and that's what we have here with Carding Company's bid. They have together that generates about 4.76% more proceeds over the par amount of bonds. And you'll notice up above there, the par amount is the minimum bid, and that's $20,175,000. But when you are able to bid premium bond proceeds, this has the favorable impact of generating additional project funds. And so that's what we have here. If you look at those statistics under the table, you'll see premium, and you'll see $961,536.89. That represents the 4.76% premium that Cardi is bidding over and above the $20,175,000. So essentially, they agreed to pay the school board $21,136,536.89, which is that difference, $961,536.89 over the par. And when you do that, you have a good outcome, and that's where we're at. Congratulations, $961,536.89 is available in addition to the $20,175,000, which is the base par amount that was part of the parameters of the bidding process. So I guess really everything kind of it comes to that. It comes to the lowest true interest cost, how much premium you can generate, and so that's the great beauty of this process is it's a very well-known process. Everything is put together in the notice of the sale of the bonds 2 weeks ahead of the sale. So these underwriters understand exactly what they need to do. They know they're competing with one another. And so all of this benefits the school board with results that we see here today. I could talk about structure. I'm happy to answer any of your questions that might be needed to be answered right now. But at this point, I'll just open it up for those questions, and then we'll go from there.
And Rob, if I may, could I just highlight 2 additional items that you covered? Yeah. I just want to reemphasize. The first is the true interest cost of 3.781880%. That is a very competitive rate. You can see the spread between the different competitive bidders is very tight. And just a little bit of context, I explained this to the superintendent earlier today, but in Wood County, we went to market in November. Now, of course, different market conditions at different times, but just as a point of reference, their $60 million in bonds would close at a rate of 3.94%. And so a lot of that is due to improving market conditions over that time. But I just want to reiterate what a great rate we ended up here, and well within the maximum rate approved by the voters, and to me, very good news. The second would be on that premium that Rob so artfully described. What that means from my perspective is that into the project fund, when these bonds are closed on July 17th, the board will have an additional $961,000, so almost $1 million in the project fund to spend on those projects. And so I think the superintendent made the comment that will allow both the projects to be completed, but also to do it in ways that really benefit the students. And so, again, just a second point, a huge win for the county, and I'm really pleased with these results. So, Rob, sorry to interrupt, and again, we'll open that up to questions.
Excellent points, all.
Gentlemen, do you have questions for Mr. Piercy or Mr. Steptoe or their team?
I don't. It sounds like that we've done pretty good. Yeah.
We approve this today, when we break the ground up there.
Well, that will come from McKinley and the new administration, led by Mr. Henry, but this is a huge step in that direction.
They gotta give them permission to start, right?
Well, not permission, this has to transpire. All this has to work through all these years have to lead us there. But I would say sometime in the fall. John, would you concur?
We'll begin, next steps, to get some of these projects out to bid. Once we pass this information on to McKinley, then we'll start getting some projects out to bid, and then we'll be having a lot of construction going on in Wyoming.
Oh, yeah.
Very excited.
Lots of projects at once, I would
Yes.
imagine.
Great.
You have any other questions, gentlemen? Mr. Steptoe, Mr. Piercy, with just a little bit of indulgence, I'm gonna go back over this in my plain way, if that's okay. You all did a phenomenal job of explaining this. So gentlemen, what we're going to ask you to do in just a minute is to vote on awarding the sale of public school bonds. We did receive 4 bids. The best of those in our favor was from Carty and Company in Memphis, Tennessee. Their true interest cost that they proposed is, as we've heard, 3.781880. The board will eventually be paid beyond our bond $21,136,536.89. That gives us premium proceeds. In other words, to use lay terms, the board's going to be making some money on this. We will actually be ahead or extra or making $961,536.89. So that is, I think, a reflection of the quality work that this team that you see on the screen has done for us. Also, the quality work that the board has done in staying in a good financial position so that we're a good risk, so to speak. And I think that extra, not only the sale of the bonds, which is the big deal here today, but making extra money that can be used toward these bond projects, as Mr. Piercy and Mr. Steptoe have said, almost $1 million extra. That's huge. And I would think that the voters and the families of Wyoming County, the children don't probably have capacity to get it at this point, but they will. I think that speaks highly of everything that we've done on this bond proceeds. So, gentlemen, I do recommend, as Mr. Steptoe has recommended to me, Carty and Company Incorporated, that we award the sale of our public school bonds to that company to take care of for us.
Okay, the recommendation been made by the superintendent.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve. Do I have a second? Motion approved and been second. Those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. 5-0, Ms. Klein.
Thank you, gentlemen. This is a good day for our school system and our kids. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Mr. Piercy, Mr. Steptoe, Mr. Bumpers, to say we couldn't have done it without you is an understatement. We are grateful beyond words and so happy for our citizens, our school system, and the children we serve. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Superintendent. This result is due to all the great work that occurred from folks in that room. We're extremely proud to be a part of this. I would just note that for next steps, we need the board president to sign 3 documents, and Superintendent, you'll need to attest one of those documents, the resolution that was just approved. If we can get that done and that stuff signed and scanned to us, we'll send it on to Carty and Company and move forward with the closing on July 17th. So thank you so much for the opportunity. It's been a pleasure working with all of you.
And Ms. Hardis is literally physically moving forward to obtain those signatures, and you'll have those within the hour.
Excellent. We appreciate it. Please reach out if you have any questions, and congratulations again.
Mr. Piercy, thank you for that. You and Mr. Steptoe know us well, and you know we'll reach, and John and his team will reach out as needed. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Biggs, I think that's it for the teams meeting. We are obtaining signatures now, and these will be forwarded on to the finance and legal team, who will move us forward financially. And Mr. Stiltner, that's this agenda item. So I I did ask Mr. Steptoe if we needed both mine and John's signature
You just
on
need
these
to hang
documents.
there, you don't
He
need to
said
fill in
no.
the rest of this stuff.
As a
You
matter of
can go and
legality,
you can
it's still
sign
me
back.
today, so we're good to go. Paula, here's this one.
Top line?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only one I signed, right?
Yeah.
Guess we need to sign before we adjourn.
Is that all of them, Mr. Forrest?
That's it.
Anything need to be changed, we'll be meeting tomorrow, we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Yes, gentlemen, you do have a regular meeting in the morning in here at 10 o'clock.
Okay. All that being said, we may entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn until the next meeting tomorrow.
Made.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are